This is a review for test 2, which will be next Thursday, which is the October the 27th. This is problem number 1. We have to graph it. When we graph, we start with the number after the x, which is a +1. So we go up, we start at the origin here, where the blue marks are, purple marks, then we go up 1. So our first point is there. Then we go to the 1/2, the number in front of x, that's my slope. Remember, the top number is a y number and the bottom number is an x number. Y goes up and down, x's go across. So it's a +1 over a +2. So I go up 1 more, that's there, off a little bit, and then I go 2 to the right, so I'm there. Those are my 2 points. Take a straight edge, so use a straight edge. I'm going to use a straight edge rather than the board. And draw your line. Now, my line's a little high. You want to try to go through, go all the way to the top of the board, up here, like up here. You want to try to go through the point where the 2 line crosses. It's hard to do on the board. Calibration's not right. But you want to go through the point where the lines meet. All right, for the second one, we do -3 first. So we go back to the origin, and we go down 1, 2, 3, which is here. Then we go to the slope, which is up 3 and over 2. So we're going back up 3, which puts us back to the origin. 2 to the right is there. Take your straight edge. And, let's see, draw your line. All right, and question, where does it meet at? Well, it meets here. And we want the point where it crosses. What is that point? Well, if I start at the origin here, and I move to the right, I go 1, 2, 3, 4 to the right, puts me here. And so my point is going to be 4 to the right is a +4. Then I'm going to move how many up? I'm going to move 1, 2, 3 up, so it's +3. And that's our answer, 4, 3. Okay, and that's your problem, that's graphing. So let's go to the second problem. And again, we're going to do the first equation. We're going to start at 4. We're going to go up 4. We're going to start at the origin and go 1, 2, 3, 4 up, which is that point. Then we're going to go 2 up. We're going to go 2 over 1. We need a fraction, so it's 2 over 1. They're both positive. We're going up 2 and 1 to the right. Up 2 and 1 to the right would be there. And we're going to take our straight edge and draw our line. I don't really like that line. It's off. Let me do it a different way. That goes in better. Meets hits the points where they meet. My points were up 4, which is there, and then up 2 and 1, which was there. Those are the 2 points that we had. Let's do the second one. The second one says y equals a -2. There's no x value. And what we do to graph, if there's only one letter, what you do is you take the letter y, and y is -2. So on y, go -2. Go to the origin and go down 2, -2. There's my point right there, down 2. And there is no x. Therefore, the line goes through this point, the one I drew, and it is parallel to x, which is not there. It's parallel to the letter that's not there. So it is parallel to the x line. Therefore, the line will go straight across your page. So I'm going to go over here and run the line this way. And again, we're looking for the point where they meet. Where do they meet at? Well, from the origin, we're going to go 1, 2, 3 to the left to that point. So 3 left is -3. And then we're going to go down. We're going to go down 1, 2 to this point. So that's down to -2. So our answer should be -3, -2. And that's graphing. Number 3. Now number 3 is the same problem except the y's are not by themselves. You can't graph using the method I just showed you without getting y by itself. So on the top problem, on this one, here, we're going to take, and first we're going to move the x to the right side. We're going to get the y by itself. So we're going to subtract x from both sides. The x is going to go here in front of the 4. That's going to give me 2y, because the x's here cancel. I end up with 2y on the left equals a -x plus 4. Now I still want to get y by itself, so I have to divide by 2 on all parts. 2's here cancel, so y equals a -1/2 x plus 2. There's my first equation I'm actually going to graph. Then I go to this one, the second one, which is here. And again, I need to get rid of the 2x, so I subtract 2x from here, make it go away, trying to get y by itself. And on the right side, I'm subtracting a -2x, and it's going to go here in front of the 3. The 2x's there cancel. It leaves me a -y equals a -2x plus 3. Now, we cannot have the negative in front of the y, and the easiest way to get rid of it is to divide by a negative, and the number here is 1, so I divide by -1. And I do it to all 3 parts. And what we have is this negative and this one, these 2 negatives cancel. Over here I have 2 negatives here, there, and there, so they cancel. So I end up with y equals 2x. Negative over positive is a -3. So I have this. And now I'm ready to actually graph. I'm going to graph the 2 equations in the boxes. The first equation, I start with a +2. I go to the origin, I go up 1, 2. So I'm there. My slope is here, -1/2. So from this point here, I'm going to go down 1 and 2 to the right. So it goes there. And I need to draw my line. So I use my 2 points. Make it a little smaller. Goes through the blue. And up here I'll extend it. And there's my first line. Now I'm going to go back and do the second equation. This one down here, the bottom one. That's a -3. So I'm going to the origin. Down 3, 1, 2, 3. Mark it. My slope is here. It's 2. Has to be a fraction, so it's 2/1. and my slope is 2 over 1. So from this point, I'm going to go up 2 and over 1. Slope is 2 up, 1 over. Top number's up, up or down, bottom number's across. So I have 2 points down here underneath, and I need to draw my line for that. And plug it there. And then I'll extend it here and make it go through the 2 points. And now I need my answer. My x point is, I start at the origin, I go here to there, and then I go up. So where have I gone? 2 to the right, that's a positive 2 for x, and I've gone 1 up, that's a positive 1, and I have my answer, 2, 1. Okay, that's number 3. Let's go to number 4. And again, it's the same problem. We've got to get the y by itself. So I am moving the 2x over there. So I'm subtracting 2x from both sides. The 2x's in front cancel. It leaves me a negative y equals a negative 2x plus 2. I cannot have a negative in front, so I divide by a negative 1 on all parts. These double negatives here cancel. Double negatives here in front of the 2 cancel. And that leaves me with y is equal to 2x minus 2. Because all the negatives, one's plus, one's minus, gives me a negative. So my first one I'm going to graph is this one. Second one is down here. I got to move the x to the other side, so I get negative 3y. I'm going to subtract x from both sides. It's going to go right there. I get a negative. These x's cancel. I get a negative 3x equals the negative x minus 9. But I can't have the negative 3. I can get y by itself. So now I divide by negative 3 on all of them, and I cancel. Negative in front of the 3's here cancel. The 3's cancel. Where the x is, I got negative in front of the x, negative in front of the 3. Double negative cancels. Over here on the 9 and 3, I have a double negative. They cancel. So I'm left with y on the left side is equal to 1/3 x. Plus is now over the 3, 9. So it's a plus, and 9 divided by 3 is 3. So there's my second graph point equation. Now let's graph it. Let's graph this one on top first, right here. So we're going to start with the negative 2. We're going to go down 2. Then we're going to take, this is a 2. It has to be 2 over 1. 2 over 1 is up 2 over 1. There. I need a line. So I will try again. It's there. And our line looks like this. Let's go to the bottom. This time we're going to go plus 3. There. So we're going up 3. Gives me that point. My slope is 1/3. So I'm going up 1 more, and then with 1, 2, 3 to the right. Up 1, over 3. Draw that line. It's going to go through this point. And we have a line there. now we need to find our point, our answer. So I start at the origin here, and I want to go, it looks like they meet at this point here is about where they meet. So how do I get there? Well, I'm going to go from here, 3 to the right.